I don't even care if we have kick in the set today. I'm kicking. Antithetical, how's that for a $5 word? Fabulous evening, so much romance. Morning, trainiacs. Gotta sneak in a very quick swim this morning because gotta get to the office. We gotta shoot with a client in the studio with the brick background at Contraband Pool Box at 8 o'clock. It is currently 6 o'clock. That means that I torture myself with a Coach Pat workout for exactly 1 hour and then go soap up. That might have been TMI. Check this out. I don't even care if we have kick in the set today. I'm kicking. Funny story about that swim. That's a little antithetical to what you thought might be happening while I'm training for a marathon swim. Antithetical, how's that for a $5 word? But there was a lot of speed, a lot of steady work, a lot of strength work. You might be saying to yourself, Taren, why would you do that while you're training for a steady, long, 10-hour marathon swim? Good point. However, I'm not gonna be doing marathon swims for the rest of my life. And the last time I did the marathon swim training, all I did was the long, slow, steady work. After the swim was done, my speed was gone. I literally could not turn my arms over very quickly. So Coach Pat, being the wise man that he is, every now and again he throws in workouts like that. Kick that cadence up a notch, remind our body how to move quickly. I threw all the hand paddles in the backpack so that we can talk about that at the office because I use hand paddles, but I don't know if you should be using hand paddles. I'll talk about hand paddles. Okay, I gotta ride now, safely. There we go. Well, we have this all fancy and set up, and here, that shoot was, do you remember, there we go. A few weeks ago when I said that there was something really exciting to share, by the time you see this, I can talk about it. That is the new BlackBerry. And I abandoned BlackBerry about 5-6 years ago. Never thought I'd go back. This is the key one. We got a bunch of these in the office because we're doing a lot of client work on it. Kind of makes me want to go back. It's nice. So I brought these little beauties to the office because I had to get here for that shoot, but I figured it was at least worth talking about. I've mentioned hand paddles before, but we don't use them a ton, so I haven't ever explained more thoroughly how often we use them, how we use them, why we use them, and probably why you shouldn't use them. So I didn't want to just show them off this morning and have a bunch of people be like, oh yeah, I gotta go get me some hand paddles because Triathlon Taren uses them. We, in our group, have two types of hand paddles. We've got these contoured paddles and these freestyle paddles from Finis. Now the differences are these paddles, if you can see there we go. They're curved so they scoop in a lot of water. They've got all these holes throughout, so it's not just a flat piece of plastic. You put your whole hand in here so that it's nice and stable. Whereas these, you only have one hand, so it's unstable. You've got that nice keel under the water, and you've got that little scoop for your hand to go like this. This is way harder on your body than this. These are used to build strength in your stroke, and ideally in your lats, because you're gonna scoop a ton of the water and you're gonna have to pull back your lats. These are meant for refining your stroke, making sure that you've got a nice straight hand entry and a straight pullback. The reason that these are better for technique is because if you're going in at an angle or sideways, the keel is gonna throw it way off, and you've gotta make sure that your hand is in a straight position. Also, if you're going back to the side, it's gonna throw itself off. Basically, if you have an inefficient, wonky stroke at any point, this is gonna start going like wah, 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 wah. This is still gonna let you do that inefficient, wonky stroke. So this is far safer than this. So this I have no problem recommending to beginner swimmers because it'll help you develop that nice efficient stroke, and it's not gonna do it with a ton of risk. I'm very cautious about recommending these to new triathletes because these put a ton of stress on your body when you have an inefficient stroke. In my case, I can't use these for any more than, I think maybe at the top end, I've got up to 800 meters using these paddles in a set. Have I been calling them fins this whole time? And at around 800 meters, I can start telling that my stroke is trying to compensate. So things that I compensate with is as I try to set the catch, I'll raise my shoulder to do that because my lats are tiring out too much from this. This is really risky because those little bits of extra movement that aren't part of an efficient stroke are what is going to lead to injuries. So what I would recommend is, yes, you can use this to develop a good swim stroke. You can also use this to develop a little bit more strength without the risk of hurting yourself. Down the road, if you want to step it up a notch, you can step it up to this, but do it really gradually. 200 meters, maybe. See how your body reacts to it. If you start feeling little bits of aches and pains, you can go to something that isn't contoured like this, but it's just flat, or a really small hand paddle. And then in addition to that, when you start using this, also assume that you've got to increase the amount of strength work that you put into maintaining your body. So the reason that I was confident in throwing these on right now is because I'm doing a ton of hanging, a ton of core work, a ton of shoulder stability and mobility, and I knew that my body was going to be able to handle this. But like I say, even at 600 meters, I was like, okay, done. That's enough of that. Disclaimer of the hand paddles, done. Look at this, like it's got keys. Keys, you can type on it. What are these things? Day of work, home, and then that stability work. All right, you wanna do 7-minute abs with me? Kim has 4 computers within an arm's reach, and I'm the social media dude. All right, Gracie, you gonna do 7-minute abs? Do dogs have abs? Answer is please. We're trying core 1 routine on 19 seconds. Haven't done that in a while. Hey Pete, come on, come say hi. Trainiacs haven't seen you guys in a while. These guys, you always smell their audio input. And Gracie, you just stare at me. Somebody noticed that you look at me like my face is made of meat. Let's say you and me watch some Survivor and I finish up the rest of my strength routine.
That sounds like a fabulous evening.
Fabulous evening. So much romance. Bye, Trainiacs.